Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, so we get started, we're going to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Habashai,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem, Hakodash. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostle, great minister on GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel, mind the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the hopefully elect on the four corner, puts in the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song, we the GMS Memphis Camp. I want to just come with a quick lesson. All right, in the spirit of power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. All right, I'm going to hand it to the brother Anah. I hope your brother and sister be edified. You know why we lay the law down, man.
It kind of pretty much the lessons you're going to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, they pretty much the focus point of the lesson, man. You know, serving the Lord. You know, you serving the Lord. You ain't serving the Lord for because you friends with brothers.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. You know, it's up to you at the end of the day. You know, it's between you and your salvation because another brother can't save you, man.
That's right.
You know, so we're gonna get into it, Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the elect.
This is 2 Corinthians.
Philippians. Let's start with Philippians 2 and 12.
It's Philippians chapter 2, verse 12.
Yeah.
Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence.
So we gotta obey much more in the absence. Just like at school, your teacher gone, right? She took off for the day, whatever. Now you got a substitute teacher.
Right.
Most J act like clowns when the substitute be there, man. But not knowing shit, the main teacher still gotta come back. When the main teacher come back, you gonna get dealt with.
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble.
Same thing now. When the Lord come back, cause right now Esau, he a horrible teacher, you know, and our people is following the ways of him. So when the main teacher come back, which being Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be dealt with, you know, cause you know what to do. You see?
Yeah. It's so, in you.
It's in you, man. The Lord gave an example. So let's read that again from the top.
This is Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only.
Right now in my presence only, because, you know, Jake act right when the main teacher did. Some of them right. Go ahead.
But now much more in my absence.
Right, so much more in the absence, man.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, because Jake, like, you know, like I say, Jake 2/3 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in you to do right.
Right.
You know, but if you're allowed to get away with certain things, then you start to be prideful. And then when you know what pride is, what depart from his maker. So that's when Jake started to go off and do other things. You know it's in your conscience. See, Edomites don't have a conscience. We was given a conscience. You know, we was given a conscience to know what's right and what's wrong. Because it's in you. No one had to tell you it's wrong to kill your mom or, you know what I'm saying?
Be a mole.
It's in you. You know it, that's wrong. You know? But like you said, Esau is a horrible teacher. He is a horrible leader. All right? And like the scripture say, ask the king as what? Ask the people.
Right.
So you see what's going on here. So that's why we have to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah, you gonna see.
Go ahead.
Finishing up Philippians 2 and 12, it say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah, because like I said, you can't follow not the multitude of what?
To
do the evil.
Yeah.
So yeah, we see them, you know, using the classroom, everybody acting a clown. So you gonna get up acting clown too? No, because you know you're gonna get your ass toe up. So what you do, you fall back and let them do what they do, but you make sure what you doing what you supposed to do. I'm still doing my work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is when it comes to the truth, man. We see them falling out. We see them, you know, taking their bag, you know, spreading false gospels. But guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna continue to do what we was taught. You see? Therefore, we won't be blameless and we won't be confounded when the Lord comes, man. You see, we won't be blameless when you have Shema shot crack them clouds, man. You know? So go ahead.
If I may add, because we have kept good reputation.
That's it.
Sometimes the substitute, they'll, you know, the whole class will act up. They'll get on the whole class and tell it to the teacher. But the teacher know exactly who the good students
right,
were.
Yeah, the one that act up.
Right, specifically, because they kept their good reputation.
They good report.
Right.
That's right.
Teacher always know who the good students are
and the bad students.
Yeah.
You know?
and they be real surprised when the good student go off. Goddamn.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Like, not true. You know how to teach
Say
you.
it ain't
Not
so.
true.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
how it is. You know, but go ahead.
This is work in the Blue Letter Bible.
Strong's G 2716. Got their gods of mine.
The outline biblical usage definition to
Oh,
perform, accomplish, achieve,
Right.
to work out.
To perform, to accomplish, achieve. To perform what? Doing the Lord commandment.
That's
He
it.
told us what? To feed his sheep, man. Keep going.
To do that from which something results,
Yep, go ahead.
of things bring about, result in, to fashion, render one fit for a thing.
Go ahead.
It goes strong definition to work fully,
Work further.
accomplish,
Accomplish.
by implication, to finish, fashion, cause to deed, perform, and work out.
It said what? To finish.
Finish.
And the scriptures say what's Luke the 14th chapter. Can we get that really quick?
Sure.
Finish. Begin to mark him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Finish that,
Yeah, because you gotta finish what you started. Because the scriptures say you take your hand from the plow, from the work, right?
Yeah.
You ain't fit
You
for the
ain't fit for
kingdom.
the kingdom.
You know.
That's it. That's
So
it.
you gotta continue serving the Lord, no matter what tribulation, afflictions come upon you, man. You know, we got the cheat code. The Lord said, "Cast your burden upon Him. He should
That's it.
sustain thee, man. He should never suffer the righteous to be moved, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's why I said count it all joy.
right?
You know, it said cleave unto him, depart not away when you go in Ecclesiastes 2 and 3. He said, cleave unto him and depart not away. So it shouldn't be nothing should move you, all right, from doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is our reasonable service, man. Which is what? To prophesy. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke 14 and 27. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
Mm-hmm.
For which of you attending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?
Like the apostles, you know, the elders always say, know what you're involved in. You know, but go ahead.
Whether he have sufficient to finish it.
But you keep the precepts on your mind. Because said through precept, I get the understanding, right?
That's it.
But you know, the main precept really is that they remind me of the scripture, Sirach 2 and 1.
Yeah. My
You know?
son, that come to serve the Lord. But I saw temptation.
This you count the cost. Okay, I'm gonna catch up for the Lord. What
Yeah.
the Lord told Ananias about Saul at the time. I was showing great things. He must
Suffer for my name's sake.
So you gonna have to suffer, you know.
And a lot of niggas ain't willing to suffer.
But that's part of counting costs. You gonna have to suffer, man. This is what we coming into, suffering, great suffering. But it's a reward at the end that
Yeah.
can't be compared to nothing in this lifetime, man.
They want the fame, but they don't want the shame.
Right.
The shame coming for what? The fame.
Yep.
Well, say humility for what? Honor.
Yep.
Our Lord went through what?
Humility.
Humility.
Yeah, Scripture said it's a shame was bringing glory and grace, man.
That's it.
I
You
Lord
know?
despise the shame, but go ahead.
This is Luke 14 and 29. Least happily after he had laid the foundation, is not able to finish it, and all that behold it begin to mock him.
Right, so everybody talking about you, you know, Memphis, you know, checking the shit out you. You know,
Mhm.
they're talking about you. Like you ain't finished what you started.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Saying this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Yep. So that's the point. They're going to work. You gotta finish, man.
That's right.
You know, you gotta finish. You can't give up.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one for you. And this is Psalms 2 and 10. It said, be wise now, therefore, O you kings. All right. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And that's what we stepping into. To be kings of the earth, be judges of the earth. All right. So it said, be wise. Okay. And it says, serve the Lord Yahweh with fear.
Yes, serve the Lord Yahweh by Shema shall we fear.
Come on, man. You see? That's part of working out your own salvation, that you got to continue to fear the Lord. No matter what's surrounding you, you know, no matter what is coming your way, I still have to fear Yahweh by Shema Shah. I can't let myself go. And a lot of people see themselves to let go, all right, of what they've been taught, all right, and what they have read. But like I say, you have to count the cost. Yeah, we're going to catch hell. Yeah, we're going to go through this. But guess what? You still got to endure to the end, or to be what? To be saved. All right. So we got to work out our own salvation. Who gives a fuck? All right. If someone take their hand from the plow, what you gonna do? Is you gonna to continue to fear the Lord, or you gonna follow with him? You know, with the understanding of what's going to happen in the end time. You know, you're supposed to what? You're supposed to continue to fight a good fight of faith. So it says, serve the Lord Yahweh with fear and rejoice in trembling.
Yep.
See, let's bag up the precept in Ephesians, man. All right. You got it out.
It's Deuteronomy
Oh,
chapter.
yeah, you want to kiss the store? I know that's your job.
Yeah.
All right. And in verse 12 it said, kiss the Son.
How you kiss the son by being obedient to him?
That's right.
You know? Go ahead.
Least he be angry.
Right, he gonna be angry with you if you're not obedient. Go ahead.
You're not keeping the will.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? You're not doing what you're supposed to do. All right. It said, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
And bless all those that put their trust in him.
Working out your own salvation. See, that's how you know you're working out your own salvation, because you put your trust in Yahweh Shemashah to lead the way. You know, and you're doing it what? In fear and in what? In trembling. Also, what? Truth and sincerity.
That's it.
You know? Go ahead.
It's Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power require of thee?
Read that one more time.
This is Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now,
That's a come. Cause Jake, wake up to the fact they are Israelites. I'm from the tribe of Israel. I'm from that tribe. Ooh, I'm so called Haitian. I'm gonna try Levi. Ooh, I'm gonna try Judah. And it just stopped there.
Right.
Let's just have the battle, you know. So now you waking up to you, Israelite, right?
Uh-huh.
The Lord required something from you. Go ahead.
and now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways,
To walk in all his ways. Go ahead.
to love him,
To love him.
and to serve the Lord
That's,
thy power.
that's it. And to serve the Lord your power, man.
That's it.
You see?
Oh.
And it don't just stop knowing that you're Israelite. Now you gotta meet the requirements. Just like you put the job application in,
Uh-huh.
right? You got rules and regulations, you got do's, you don'ts. You know, you gotta fulfill your job duties, man.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. See,
Right.
this is how you work out your own salvation right here. He said, let the conclusion. You know, you got an essay. We'll come land the conclusion. Because it's a summary, sum of everything that you have wrote, right?
Yep.
So it said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments.
Everything starts with fear at the end of the day. Because
Yeah.
what is fear? The beginning of knowledge. You know, and fear brings what? Obedience,
That's it.
love. So it said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. So this is the summary of life.
That's right.
This is why you were born. This is why you were created. It's what? To fear your power and to serve him, man.
That's it.
You know? Because that's love, right?
Yeah.
What's the first step to be accepted of the Lord?
Yeah.
Fear.
Fear.
And with the fear brings what? Love. And what is love? Keeping other commandments.
Ooh.
You know?
And through that, Lord willing, you be saved.
Yep.
You know? Because that's how you're working out your salvation. By fearing the Lord, keeping his commandments, and doing what you're supposed to do. You know? Not being a dickhead. You know what I'm talking about? Not being a rebellious child. You know? When it says, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
There you have it. This is the whole duty of man. And the Israelite woman included, man.
Yeah,
You know? The law, statutes, commandments was given to us.
that's right. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment
Yep.
with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So the Lord come back with rewards.
That's right.
So it's up to you, depending on what reward you want. Ultimately not, you know, but the Lord said, what, give diligence to make your calling and election short of, man. You know?
Yeah.
Go back to that Deuteronomy.
It's Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shema Shai require of thee? but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul.
Right, to serve the Lord your power, man. With all your heart, man. Cause you know, Jake half-assing it, pretending. See, the Most High don't need you, man. That's one thing about he don't need none of us, man. You see?
Ooh, that's beautiful. I got
You want to
one for that, too.
half-ass this they ain't gonna cut it, man.
Uh-huh.
You gotta be real. You gotta be a thou-wow, right?
You gotta be one thou wow.
You know?
That's it. I got real
Just like
quick
you
for
want your woman to be fully invested in you,
In you,
want
yeah.
you. How much more the Lord?
That's
you know?
it. Yeah.
You gotta.
This Isaiah 66:2. For all those things have my hand made, and all those things have been, said the Lord Yahweh. But to this man would I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and tremble at my word. You see? So that's who the Lord is looking forward to. You know, but that's part of working out your own salvation, because you got to have that contrite heart, that contrite spirit. You know, you have to tremble at the Lord's word. All right, because therefore, what fear breeds faith. You know, because you fear the Lord, you're gonna have faith in Him of what He's gonna do. You know, because we understand the terror of the Lord. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do, because we understand the Lord will slap the shit out of us if we don't do what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
You know,
Especially now we about to head to shit. Jacob's trouble. Man, you should be wanting to serve the Lord. You know, begging the Lord to save you. You know, out of this thing. You know,
Yeah.
out of famine. You know, chaos.
That's
We
right.
said time like no other. So, like you should be wanting to please the Lord as much as you can, man. You know.
and how can you please the Lord? By doing what He commanded you to do, man.
So, like, why give up now, knowing all hell about to break loose? So you're not gonna be defended in that time, man. Come on, man.
That's like tapping out at the end. You got the last round, and they, you know, it's basically seconds left on
Right.
the clock.
And He
It's
done.
like, all you gotta do is hold on, and you know,
he got you in the chokehold.
yeah, he got you in a chokehold. You just gotta hold on. And you tap, you throw, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I got a precept.
Okay, come on, I'm gonna get this one.
This
Come
is
here,
I don't know if y'all brought it out or not, but this is Sirach 39:1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof
Yep.
will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies.
That's it.
And what did Apostle Tahar deem this year? The year of
Hoping all prophecies
come
be
on,
fulfilled.
man. So you need to be occupied in the work, man, in the scriptures, and watching, you know, paying attention to what's going on, so you can be ready, man.
Yep. And by having that mindset, you're able to save your soul and those that believe.
Yep.
Because you have that mindset of what pushing towards the mark. You know.
Yeah, no, cause they'll bring those out there. It's all good.
This is now I'm gonna get that First Timothy for you though.
God.
This First Timothy 4:16, it say, I'm gonna start at 15. This First Timothy 4:15, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear unto all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear
He
thee.
said, continue what? Continue what?
It said, continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save
You
thyself
can save yourself, and you continue in what? The doctrine.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
and them that hear thee.
And them that hear thee, because the Lord told us what to go out there on the highways and byways.
That's right.
You know, because this is part of the labor, man. So you can save your, not only save yourself, you can save others also, man.
Yep.
They hear the word and continue in them as well, because what's it? Those things do it to the end, the saints should be saved.
Right. That's part of working out your salvation. Because
And
that's the
Lord,
talent the Lord has given you. So we have to what? We have to double up. You know that Nipsey Hussle song, double up. You know, but that's what we have to do with the talent the Lord gave us. And how do we double up? By what? Bringing more fruit in.
in journey. You start over at 15, it was meditation. You know, when you meditate on something, you reflecting, you really thinking.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you get that 2 Corinthians 13:5 up. And this one, comment board, you go to your call for GMS on Nashville, GMS your call 144. It said Matthew 20:22, but Yahushua answered and said, you know not what you ask. Are you able to drink of the cup that I should drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, you should drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with, but to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it's to be given to them from whom it is prepared of my Father.
Yeah, cause what that cup? Persecution.
Listen up.
You know, we brought it up. Ecclesiastes 2:1.
Yep.
So we had to drink of that cup. You know, because as we suffer with him, we shall what? We shall reign with him. But that's part of what? Working out your own salvation. Because this is what you got to do in order to obtain salvation. In order to obtain the kingdom of heaven, you got to go through what? Through the straight gate.
That fire.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm going to baptize you with fire, man.
He said, can number one go at a time? Ain't nobody be on your side holding you. You know what I'm saying? Motivate, you know what I'm saying? No, it's one at a time. Yeah, we together as a body, but you have to do what you're supposed to do. You're a vessel that was chosen.
Yep.
You know?
Could say come from one another with these words.
That's
you know?
right.
Hey, keep pushing, you know. But hey, you still gotta walk.
Right.
You gotta keep going forward, man. If you don't go forward, the next man he's like, hey, well shit.
Yeah, get out of the way.
You know?
Yeah.
You gotta jump in the water or you go jump in the fire. Either one you gonna die.
You do. So you might well what? Push towards the mark.
Keep going.
Rest on
You
the
know?
mark,
Keep going. You know? That's it. It ain't hard.
You got it.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and you said 13, right?
No, 2 Corinthians 13:5.
13 and 5. Somebody, bro. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. It says, know ye not your own selves how that Hamashiach, Yahushua, is in you, except ye be reprobates.
You know the definition of reprobate. It would say excluded. Let's get the word reprobate. I'm gonna get that junk because that junk hit hard.
It's the one not the elect.
Yeah, excluded for the beyond the hope of salvation, but condemned to damnation. Let me see, can I find it?
You got that iPhone, so blow it up and look at it.
All right, Bill.
Oxford American Dictionary.
Yep. It said a deprived, this reprobate, a deprived, unprincipled, or wicked person.
Mm-hmm.
A person rejected by the Most High and beyond hope of salvation.
See?
Rejected.
It's
Reject.
beyond hope of salvation.
Yeah. It said condemn, to reject a person is for sin, exclude from the number of the elect or from salvation.
Damn.
And there's a lot of reprobates out here, man. Reprobate camps, reprobate teachers.
Yeah.
So they beyond the hope of salvation, and that's a scary thing, man.
Yeah.
So you should want to give diligence to make your call in election sure, man. By what? Doing the work, man.
That's it.
So hey, read that one more time. Unless so you're not examining, unless you are reprobates, man.
Yep. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
Yep.
Prove your own selves. You know where prove go into test.
Yes.
Yep. It says prove your own selves. Know ye not your own
How
selves.
can you prove your own self? By applying the scriptures, you know,
Yep.
not just the hearers of the word only, but
You
we
gotta-
do
That was the word of the day, wasn't it? Apply.
apply it today. Yep,
You
that's
gotta,
today.
you gotta apply the scriptures. You gotta. That's how you gonna be able to prove yourself. To
What,
test yourself.
what Smokey? What Big Warren told Smokey?
You ain't
You're not applying
yourself.
yourself, Smokey. Because what Smokey was doing, Smokey was lacking.
Smoke was high, goddamn.
He was
Yeah.
misusing the supply.
Right, he
Yeah.
was
When you
bullshit.
think about it through the spirit, we can't misuse the supplies that the Lord done gave us.
Right.
The talents.
The talents.
Yes, yeah.
It says, know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shah Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Unless you're a reprobate, man.
But I trust that ye shall know that we are not reprobates.
Uh,
Hey, this 1 Corinthians chapter 11, I'm gonna start at 26. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come.
Mhm.
Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of their bread and drink of their cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthy eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body.
right.
For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. Hey, going back to what I now said, counting the cost. Hey, you gotta examine yourself, man. You gotta make sure this is what you really want. You know, this your goal, is what you really want to reach.
Yep.
Is this that, like I said in the last lesson through the spirit, hey, if a man have a goal, hey, he gonna do whatever he can to obtain that goal. That goal is important. Nothing's gonna get in his way.
His eye single.
Right. His
Yeah.
eye single.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta put your best foot forward. You know, so it's a must that we work out our own salvation. With what? With fear and trembling.
That's right.
This is the only how we're gonna make it out. It said wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time, and what? Fear of the Lord is what? The treasure. You see?
Because it's not a thing of carnality.
Right.
Where you can, outgun the man whose blessing was a sword.
Right.
We can't save ourselves, man. This is the only out, man. This is the only way for you to do what's pleasing to the Lord and hope for that salvation.
Mhm.
Pray and hope that you're on the right track and that you are that number, man. You are the elect.
But these the requirements. You know what I'm saying? These are the requirements the Lord required of you to be saved. That's why we gotta work these things out. We're gonna go through hard times, hardships. We're gonna have times that we want to give up. You know, we're gonna have times that we want to do these things. You know, but that's part of working out our own salvation, man, because we have to go through these things in order to enter to the what? To the kingdom of heaven. You see? That's why I say through much tribulation shall you enter to the kingdom of heaven. Through much tribulation. So whatever come your way, motherfucker, go through it. And now I already gave you the point that we have the cheat code, which is the name. You see? So we call upon you, how about Shema Shah? You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay. But it's part of working out your own salvation that you have to go through these things, man, which is the straight gate. Ain't no other way, man.
Yeah, the straight gate, the place of difficulty.
You know, the scriptures cut out all bridges but one. You know, we got a precept of every other bridge. You know how you try to go another way, a little shortcut. Precept gonna cut the shortcut off.
Ain't no shortcuts.
It ain't no shortcuts to the kingdom.
No back doors. The Lord said you come up another way, you was a thief and a robber.
And the robber, because a lot of people trying to come up another way. They don't want to work out their own salvation like that. You know, but this the way that you have to do it.
Yep.
There's no other way.
Well, Jake get 3 jobs and work for the white man. Though.
Right.
Grind hard. You know?
Hard.
We don't want to grind hard for the Lord though.
Shit crazy.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I got two stuff for you. This Ephesians 6:5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh.
Right. Master mean teacher.
Yep.
We have to be obedient to the apostles and the elders and bishops of great millstone. All right, because they are the shepherds, we are the sheep, man.
Yep.
Then we go ahead.
Not just like cutting you off. I just said the word master when you look it up, going to like a respectful title.
You're right.
You know, but Esau turn it and flip it to something negative though.
You're right, because that's where you get the double honors from. So the apostles, starting with the Apostle Hart, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ricardo, Apostle Rumlau, them our masters, them our teachers.
Right.
Then you got the elders in the Connecticut. You know, them our teachers, them our masters, because they have given us the rundown. You know, they trained us. When you go into karate, what they say, my master kung fu, because what he have trained them. You know, but niggas get it misconstrued. Nigga got an Esau mindset. You know, nigga taking words too lightly. You go into the depth of them words, man, and you're starting to see what a master really means. It means teacher. All right, and we ought to obey our teachers, man. What the scripture speaks about a disobedient child, man. Nigga don't last long. And we starting to see a lot of disobedience going on, man.
Hey, you gonna get what a disobedient child get too, man. What the
You know?
Yeah.
Shit crazy, man. But go ahead, Doc.
Yep. Ephesians 6:5, servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh,
Right?
with fear and trembling.
You see that? So when the apostle put out a creed, yeah, we supposed to move on that act. All right? With what? Fear and trembling. Nigga, who died and made you king, nigga? You know? Fall in line. Get in order. It's a reason why the Lord set up order. To keep things what? In order. Because you don't have no order, everything is out of order, meaning what? Chaos, confusion, a bunch of bullshit. Stay in order. That's it. The apostle put out a creed, you gotta go with it. It's the spirit of the Lord on him. If it wasn't, he wouldn't say it. You know? We gotta remember the Lord is controlling this, man. Go ahead, bro.
He said, with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart is unto Yahweh Shah.
That's it.
Not with eye service. It's man pleasers, but it's the servants of Yahweh Shah.
Right, it's the respect, it's the order. You knew what you get yourself into, man. That's just like when a nigga join the game. You can't do what you want to do no more.
Right.
You gotta do what the leaders say.
Yeah, I'm joining the game because my cousin is. Nigga, you still gotta.
You still gotta go by his order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my own thing. Then that way you gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah, the leader tell you go kill out this mission. Nah, I don't want to do it. The fuck?
You gonna get your ass whooped. But how much? That's a corner analogy. But a lot of people can relate to that, understand that. But it's this spiritual right here, though, man.
Yeah, it said now with eye service, it's man pleasers. You know, with this brother because we cool.
Yeah.
And make sure I got my videos on camera so it look like I'm working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers like him, so I'm gonna go with him.
Like
You know?
Yeah.
No, that's man pleasing. No, man. It's about order.
But it say what? But it's the servants of Yahweh Shah Mashat. So we work out your own salvation.
Yeah.
Because we can't save you, man. Only a person that can save you, entity that can save you is Yahweh Shah.
That's
Yahweh
it.
Shah.
That's it.
So, but it's the servants of Yahweh Shah doing the will of the Most High from the heart.
Come on, man.
From the heart.
On the heart.
It said with good will doing service. Meaning what? Working.
Yeah.
You know?
See, it gotta be in you, not on you. You see a lot of niggas on there. No, it gotta be in you, man. It's gotta be in you.
Yep. It said with good will doing service is to the Lord and not to man. NLT, walk with enthusiasm is though you were working for the Lord rather than for man. We're working for people, like it. So, I mean, that's plain.
Yeah.
You got something?
Mm-hmm. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
It's always abounding. You can't be stagnant, you know. You gotta be living waters. You know, you gotta flow. You gotta constantly grow and flow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Our labors are not in vain. The Lord said, He's not unrighteous to forget our hopes and labor of love.
That's right.
You know. So we can end on that too, brother. They have none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hebrews.
So you got something out?
I had a quick one.
Go ahead.
This Sirach 17 and 24. But unto them that repent, he granted them return and comfort those that fail in patience.
See?
Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less.
That's it. That's part of working out your salvation. Because at a point you're gonna have to do those things. You know what I'm talking about? Because it said a righteous man falleth 7 times. But it's the mindset that righteous man have to get up and keep pushing towards the mark, man, which is the kingdom of heaven. So work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, and who fall. Who comes. But long as you doing the work, long as you doing the will of the Heavenly Father. All right, push it toward what it say, when the gospel preached on the four corner of earth, then what? The end shall come. All right, but guess what? When the gospel being preached, we sealing the elect, because once the elect is sealed, what? We out of here. So we all got to work out our own salvation, because we all want what? The end to come.
Yeah. Everybody on this earth working for somebody.
That's it.
You have to answer to somebody.
You know, you working for Esau, the devil, because this is the time we coming into the Karagon, right?
Yeah.
You gotta choose a side. You go bow down to Esau and take his chip. It's like his C-hip.
Yeah.
You know, his MOTB, or you gonna remain your integrity and continue serving the Lord, man.
That's it.
What Joshua say, me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's the same chapter. Joshua, it said, choose you this day who you gonna serve.
man. Who you gonna work for,
You know,
man?
it's gonna be a life and death situation here, man.
Yep.
So it's best for us to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Therefore, we hope that we be in the good graces of the Lord, man, found worthy to escape.
Hey, that reminds me of I will fall into the hands of the Most High.
Then to fall in the hands of man. Yeah, that's it.
You know what this world gonna do,
No mercy, bro.
man.
You know what I'm saying? This world ain't got no mercy. Only one got mercy is Yahweh Shema Shai, and this is what you see going on right now. The preaching of the gospel. That's the mercy of the Lord showing you. Other than that, there ain't gonna be no mercy.
Us being able to eat while famine is happening.
Yeah.
That's mercy from on high, man.
That's it.
Seven should eat. You gotta do a lot.
Hey, this is Hebrews 6 and 10. It says, "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love,
Yeah.
which ye have showed toward His name,
What you had showed to his name, you know.
That's right.
in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope and to the end."
Right there, working out your own salvation. He wants you to do the same thing. We all doing the same thing. We're gonna be all okay. Because what we all working out our own what? Our own salvation. It's plain. It's so plain, it's clear on it. You know. You got it out. You got something else? I know.
One more verse.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith
Yep.
and patience inherit the promises.
Hey, if I may add, it said followers of those through faith. Hey, the scriptures say, mark the perfect man, and the end of that man is peace. You know?
That's
Hey,
right.
Hey, that's why going back to what you said, hey, those apostles and elders, they were their double honors, man. You know, because they set the tone for us.
That's it.
That's why they keep going, we keep going.
We had entered into what?
Right.
Other men's labor, man. And we had to be the ones to say, hey, it's finished. You know what I'm talking about?
I got one more.
Okay.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it with thy might. For there is no work, no device, no knowledge, no wisdom in the grave where thou goest.
Yep. You got it out.
So, I mean, that's plain. You got it out.
Yep. So with that, I hope your brothers and sisters edified. You know, once again, we give our honor and glory and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chavodash.
I want to say double honor to our elders and peace and blessing. I hope the elect. Next time, Shalom,
Shalom.
Baba Ball, and
Baba
Rock Hakim.
Ball.
Hey, DTA, baby.
DTA.
Yay.